When you think of Italy, you likely picture iconic cities like Rome, Venice, or Florence. These famous destinations are known for their beautiful architecture, art, and culture. But have you ever heard of This is an Italian ghost town that's been frozen in time for over 200 years. In this video, we will explore the eerie ruins of Crocco and uncover the fascinating history of this abandoned city. Crocco is a town located in the southern region of Italy called Bus. It sits on top of a hill, overlooking the valley below. For centuries, it was a thriving community, with a rich history dating back to the Greek and Roman times. However, by the 1960s, the town had become a ghost town, with only a handful of people remaining. The story of Crocco began in the 7th century when the Byzantines conquered the area. They built a castle on top of the hill, which became known as Cracco. Over the next few centuries, the town grew and prospered. During the Middle Ages, it became a feudal state ruled by various noble families. In the 13th century, King Charles I of Naples conquered Cracco, and it became part of the Kingdom of Naples. During this time, the town's economy flourished due to its strategic location along a major trading route. This allowed the residents of Crocco to trade goods such as wine, olive oil, and fruit with merchants from all over the Mediterranean. The wealth generated through trade helped to build many of the town's most iconic landmarks, such as the Palazzo del Governo and the Chiesa di Santa Maria. However, the good times did not last forever. In the 18th century, the town began to decline due to a number of factors. Firstly, the French invaded and occupied Crocco in 1799, causing widespread destruction and instability. Secondly, a series of devastating earthquakes hit the region, killing hundreds and damaging much of the town's infrastructure. Finally, the town's economy suffered due to the decline of the Mediterranean trade. All of these factors combined to create a perfect storm that led to the downfall of Crocco. Despite these challenges, the people of Crocco persevered. They rebuilt their town and their lives after each earthquake and continued to trade with merchants from around the world. But it was not easy. By the 19th century, Crocco was a shadow of its former self. The population had dwindled and the town's economy was in sharp decline. The people who remained in Crocco were struggling to make ends meet, and the town's leaders were desperate for a solution. Then in 1861, the Kingdom of Italy was proclaimed and Crocco became part of the new nation. The government hoped that by bringing the town into the modern world, they could help it to thrive once again. They invested money into new industries and businesses in an attempt to boost the local economy. They also introduced new technology and infrastructure to make life easier for the people of Crocco. But unfortunately, these efforts were not enough. Crocco continued to decline throughout the 20th century, and by the 1960s it was a ghost town. Today, visitors can explore the eerily quiet streets of Crocco and marvel at the incredible architecture that still stands. The town's buildings are mostly made of stone, and many of them have flat roofs. This is typical of the architecture found in southern Italy, and is a testament to the ingenuity of the people who lived here for centuries. One of the most striking features of Crocco's architecture is its use of arches and vaults. Many of the town's houses and shops feature intricate stonework that creates a sense of beauty and balance. This craftsmanship is a reflection of the pride that the people of Crocco had in their homes and businesses. Another notable aspect of Crocco's architecture is its use of color. Although the town is now abandoned, there are still some colorful buildings that remain. The bright hues of blue, yellow, and red add a splash of life to the otherwise desolate landscape and serve as a reminder of the people who once called this place home. The main reason for the abandonment of Crocco is the soil erosion that has occurred in the surrounding area. This has led to the cracking of the bedrock beneath the town, causing serious structural damage to many of the buildings. This has made it unsafe for anyone to live in the town permanently, and the Italian government has declared it off-limits to the public. Another contributing factor to the abandonment of Krakow is the lack of basic amenities, such as running water and electricity. Most of the town's infrastructure was built centuries ago and has not been maintained in recent years. This makes it difficult for anyone to live there comfortably, and has discouraged people from returning to the town. Additionally, the lack of jobs and economic opportunities in the area has made it less appealing for young people to stay or return to Krakow. Former residents have moved to nearby cities in search of better job prospects and higher quality of life. Despite the challenges facing Krakow today, it remains an important part of Italy's cultural heritage. The town's unique architecture and rich history make it an ideal destination for tourists and historians alike. The Italian government has invested heavily in preserving the town's historical buildings and making them accessible to the public. They have also worked to improve the infrastructure and provide basic amenities, such as running water and electricity. In addition, the government has launched initiatives to promote tourism in the area, such as offering tax breaks to businesses that set up shop in. They hope that by investing in the town's future, they can turn it into a thriving community once again. As we continue our exploration of Krakow, we will visit some of the most iconic landmarks in the town. One of the most impressive is the Palazzo del Governo, which is a large building that was once the seat of government for the town. It was constructed in the 13th century and is one of the largest and most well-preserved buildings in Krakow. Another notable landmark is the Chiesa di Santa Maria Assunta, which is the main church in the town. It was built in the 14th century and features a beautiful Renaissance facade. The church is dedicated to the Assumption of Mary and is one of the most important religious buildings in Krakow. Can also explore the town's many other churches, convents and monasteries, each of which offers a glimpse into the town's rich religious history. One of the most popular places to visit in Krakow is the castle, which is the castle that stands at the top of the hill overlooking the town. It was originally built by the Byzantines in the 7th century, but has since been destroyed and rebuilt several times. Today, visitors can explore the castle's ruins and enjoy stunning views of the surrounding countryside. In addition to its religious and historical landmarks, Krakow is also home to a number of natural attractions. The town is surrounded by rolling hills and vineyards, making it an ideal destination for hiking and nature walks. Visitors can also explore the nearby caves and grottos, which are home to a variety of bats and other wildlife. Overall, Krakow is a truly fascinating and historic town that is worth exploring. Despite its many challenges, it remains an important part of Italy's cultural heritage and a popular destination for tourists and historians alike. As we continue to explore this abandoned city, we can learn from its mistakes and appreciate the beauty of its history. We can also hope that with continued investment and hard work, Krakow can be brought back to life and become a thriving community once again. Thank you for joining us on our journey through time to the abandoned city of Krakow. We hope that you have enjoyed learning about this fascinating piece of history and that it has inspired you to explore more of Italy's rich cultural heritage. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share, please leave them in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating explorations. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.